Hello and welcome. And you may have noticed that my mouth does not match what you are seeing on the video. And when I recorded this video, the audio did not pick up, but it was still a fun video and I loved the coloring that we did together. And the ink inside too is a marbly, creamy kind of ink. And so let's talk about our affirmation. We are today doing something fun with the medium, the gel pens that we haven't done before, but then also this affirmation: I am calm and peaceful. My world has balance and order. And I've sped up a little bit, but you can color at your own pace. We're gonna just shake, 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 shake your gel pen, shake them up. These are new pens that I was using for the first time, and just wanting to do something fun. You can see it's kind of a creamy pastel kind of an ink. It's got a little bit of almost like a wet shine to it, so that's kind of fun. And then this drawing too, it reminds me a little bit of a palm frond, but the angles in it were very, I felt like, organized and a lot of fun. And so we're just going to color here. But the affirmation: I am calm and peaceful. I was tempted to just leave this video as it is because the silence, see the shimmer? Okay, I had to point that out. The silence around this video is just so good too. And I'm like, oh, maybe it was meant to be silent because it was the actual page about calm and peacefulness and order. Sometimes we do need to have that moment of quiet to help bring balance and order to our world. We're so, as individuals, focused on the needs of others. Isn't that pretty how that shines and shimmers like that? And we're just doing a fun kind of a scribbly technique, but you can see how there's like a lavender and a pink in the ink, right? Having a world of balance and order. And in fact, this design was chosen because it is somewhat symmetrical, kind of. You know, you can feel there's an order. There's clean, smooth, calming lines, and they're branching out from the center in kind of a balanced feel. I didn't intentionally start out to do this, but the colors that I choose going through the coloring process were actually kind of balanced. I had a lot of green all around and then some brighter, warmer colors as well. But how does this relate to you affirming that you are calm? This is a day and age where anxiety and stress and all those things they're almost trendy. They're just so readily available and acceptable terms that it's almost like the social bias towards being stressed out or burned out or anxious. You know, there's just, it feels like everybody's running at that high level. So how important is it to present to yourself a healthy counterpoint, you know, like a place where you can say, you know what, actually, I have a choice. I can choose balance. I can choose, instead of overwhelm, I can choose order. I can do one thing at a time. I can make choices and use my agency to organize my life into a way that does feel calm, that does bring me peace. I can use color. I can use this time for myself with Color Me Beautiful. I can use that as a moment for me, because when we give all day, or we give at the office, or in your community, or in your home, you're giving to others, you know, allowing your attention and energy to flow out to bettering the lives of others. Then the counterbalance to that is to spend time and energy to allow yourself to be refilled and refreshed as well. Very important to remember. How does your world have order? Do you see yourself as a being of order? That's an interesting question, right? How does that sit with your identity? Do you consider yourself a being of order, or are you growing in order and organization each day? There's actually a very liberating feeling when you bring a space to order. There's a sense of power and control when you bring your world to order, because you can see that your effects, your physical body, makes physical change in your world. So even if it is something like putting your silverware drawer in order, or vacuuming your car, something simple, even if it doesn't last. It's you in that moment, you know, I can, with my body, create something I desire within my own world. And that's a very powerful feeling, because if you have power in one area, you can also find or develop or rediscover power in other areas too. And what a lovely drawing this ends up being, with all the different colors, um, all the different shades. I'm going to sign my name to it, just owning my work, my creation here. And I invite you to do the same. And how does this process of coloring and developing a habit of talking kindly to yourself, how does that bring calm and peace to you? How does that help you remember that you have a choice? You can just grab it. You can just and look at this beautiful symmetry. It's almost like your hands, right? This leaf is, each drawing in the book has a representation to me of something that ties to the words. Each image is connected to the words. And so thank you for joining me on this little coloring journey. I would want you to feel that you can grow in these areas, that you deserve peace and calm and order in your life.